What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammer Down Motorsports. Here we are in the Hammer Down Motorsports shop, and it's a beautiful sunny day here in Pennsylvania. So what better day to just go ahead and get our bumper put back together. Now over here, we have a little temporary painting situation because, well, we couldn't use the high-tech paint booth outside because it just kept raining and it was windy and cold. And yesterday we actually got 65 degrees in the shop, so it was warm enough to do the Raptor liner. And now it's like 47. So it's a good thing we used our window of opportunity, and we've got this all nicely painted up with our white Raptor. I did put the bezels back in. They're all tightened down, ready to go. And this has been sitting overnight, so you can see we have a really nice finish on there. I would have liked to have actually done 2 coats if I possibly could have done it over, but at this point we can't get another can until I think the beginning of May. So yeah, basically this is just going to be the way it is. I think I'm going to order one of the bigger kits that I can use my air compressor and kind of control the air pressure, because I don't like how fast it comes out with the can version. So if you do have the gun and you can control the regulator, it does come out a little bit nicer, a little easier to control, and you get more product. So I think that's the route that I'm going to go, because I also want to do the rear bumper on my service truck and maybe a couple other things on that one as well. So that will be a project for the future, but for now, this is ready to go back onto the truck. And then we have this cross brace here to go back into our bumper assembly. I do have my Dixie Horns where I've always had them. And then over here, we have our bracket for our Rough Country light bar, and you can see how high it is. And I think we're gonna be able to just clear these horns and be able to leave everything the way I had it before, which is gonna work out really nicely. All right, so we got our skid plate, bash plate, whatever you want to call it, back on the bumper assembly, and you can see this contrast between the black and the white. I think just looks absolutely awesome on this, and I can't wait to see it with the red tow hook sticking out through. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mock up all of our aftermarket stuff for our center support here on our bumper. You can see we have right here just our plate that holds our Dixie Horns on. This has all been rhino lined, or I think I used duplo color bed coating on it just so it wouldn't rust. This is just standard flat stock that you can get at Lowe's. And then I used the factory holes and was able to just put some hardware in, holds these nicely in place. And obviously this is gonna be the front side, and everything fits behind the bumper very nicely. And then we have our Rough Country brackets, and I just got these kind of loosely in here, just finger tight, and they just clear. We just got enough room here, and we just got enough room here, and you can see I think we're gonna be able to clear this way as well. And over here we have our Rough Country light bar as well. This is one with a black background, and then you can see the little LEDs in the middle. That's actually for the daytime running lights. So kind of a new thing. I've never seen one like that before. So it's gonna be kind of fun to be able to put this in the truck, get it all working with our Switch Pros module, get the horns working, be able to control all of that from the cab, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time for sure. So now we're just gonna get the light bar out of the box, get the hardware, and hopefully this all fits together. And then when we try to put this back onto our factory bumper, everything clears, but I think we should be okay. I have some faith. So here it is, and it was as if it was made to happen. The Ram Rebel with our Dukes of Hazzard Dixie Horn right in behind our Rough Country light bar. These, I don't know if they ever knew that they were gonna meet in such a way, but everything worked out so perfectly. I couldn't have asked for a better situation. I thought for sure I was gonna have to move horns or something like that, but you can see we do have a perfect amount of clearance in here. Nothing is touching. Everything is very nicely fit. You can go down the road. Everything can kind of move slightly without interfering with each other. And I think it's gonna look really, really nice. Actually, having the black background is really gonna blend in with our grill over here. And hopefully, you know, when we get the truck inspected, they won't know we have a light bar in here. But if I do hook this up with the Switch Pros the right way, it should turn off with our high beams, which is an option that is available on Switch Pros as well, which is kind of why it is a little pricey. It is very, very usable in so many different ways, and that's kind of why I went with that anyways. So now we can get our bumper assembly joined back together with our new customized center brace for our bumper, and well, let's hope everything fits together as nicely as this did. And if you're wondering what all this extra stuff is, well, when you order the light bar, it comes with a mounting package as well. So you have the little arms, and you have different bracket and all kinds of stuff like that, which I really didn't look into because I didn't need to, because I bought these that are made specifically for the 2019 Ram. And I've heard that they say that they do not work with the Rebel, and that would be because I think it's something to do with the air dam or something like that that's on the Laramies and some of the other trim levels. But it's just these bolts are not included, so yeah, you won't have these bolts. I had to have these from my personal stock, and I wish they were stainless. I would definitely recommend getting stainless ones, but since we're in kind of a crisis right now, I'm not going to the store to go shopping, so I'm just going to spray paint these with some Por 15, and that should pretty much solve our issue there with any kind of corrosion. But all in all, I think everything's turning out really well, so let's get this put together with this piece here and kind of see exactly how this is all going to look, and we can get it back on the truck. Alright, so with a little bit of struggling, I got the bumper back together. It was nothing to do with anything we added on. It's just getting this piece in is a little tricky because it has to go underneath this part of the top of the bumper, and then it has to go in behind these brackets. And I'd already tightened up these 3 bolts, so I had to back them off again, kind of move that out of the way, manipulate it. And it is a little bit on the heavy side, just so it's, you know, kind of a little bit tricky to move around. And unfortunately, sometimes these jobs don't go perfectly. We did really luck out when it came to all of this stuff fitting, and I was kind of getting worried because when things start working out, there's usually something in store that isn't going to work out, and that is right there. We ended up chipping our Raptor liner just a tiny little bit in the middle there, just by moving it around on the blanket. I guess there's a little spot that maybe needed a little bit more dry time. I got a little too ambitious, so I would definitely give 24 hours dry time on this before you want to work with it. I mean, everything else seems to be fine. It's just a tiny little spot, and I do plan on doing a second coat anyways on this, so yeah, just one of those things. Learn from my mistakes. So I know taking off the bumper is a little extreme, and taking it all apart to get all this stuff installed isn't necessarily 100% necessary. You can fight to get some of this stuff out of here. Maybe some of it isn't even that hard to take apart, just with leaving the bumper on your truck. For me, I wanted to give you guys the best view of how all this stuff works, where all the bolts are. And when you're filming under the truck, it really just, it's dark, it's kind of hard to get the camera in places. But when we're sitting out here in the shop, we've got this out here on our little bench, it's very easy to see where everything is. Just gonna make things a whole lot easier for you for the video's sake. And for me, just adding the light bar, putting this all together was a lot easier than trying to fight to push everything back in through there, like to get the light bar in with the horns in place would be very, very difficult. So just for me, just to put this all together the way I did, that's kind of the way I did it. And there you go. Now you know how it can be done, and also just know that there is other ways to do it as well. So now let's get a little bit of a peek at our light bar, and oh yes, I'm not getting exactly 100% dead on view just yet, but you can see it really does blend into that grill. And once everything's dark on the sides and we have it hooked back onto the truck, you're gonna see that it's just gonna be a nice stealthy look, and you won't see it until we turn it on. And I'll give you guys a little top view here. We've got our light bar, then we have the grill. You can see we have lots of clearance here. I can fit my finger all the way across, and in the back here you can also see we have clearance for all of our horns, and everything fits together really nicely. Well, everybody, here it is. We have everything back in place except for just these plastic pieces need to be pushed back in once I get it down off the lift. But I just wanted to give you guys a view of it up in the air, and you can see the paint job's not perfect. I'm not gonna pick this thing apart, but I mean, it does look really good. And obviously this is gonna be taking the brunt of all the rocks and everything like that. And the nice thing about the Rebel is they do have these nice powder coated bumpers, but they left this painted. So, you know, rock chips and all that kind of stuff are still gonna happen in this area. So putting a nice coating on this is actually gonna protect that, make it look good for a lot of years to come. Not to mention, we do now have our Raptor liner coated tow hooks. We have our white bash plate, and I think it makes this truck look absolutely awesome. I mean, once I get it outside and we can kind of get the whole view of this, you're gonna really kind of see how it makes the truck look. So the only thing that really bothers me about this is, well, yes, we did have that little blemish here in the middle where I ended up making a little bit of a mistake and, yeah, tearing a little bit of a Raptor liner because it wasn't fully dry in this little tiny bit of an area. And I touched it up with touch-up paint. You can still see it's there. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and maybe you guys might have mixed feelings on this, but that would be completely covered if we put the license plate bracket on. Now I know it probably looks a whole lot cleaner without the license plate bracket, but just picture this. License plate bracket and this right here. If anybody knows Dukes of Hazzard, you know which plate this is. Just picture that on the front of the truck. I mean, we can definitely try it out. If we don't like it, we can always take it off, but I think that might be something that I'm just gonna try to put on there and see how I feel about it. So here we have our factory license plate bracket that came with the truck. Usually they don't put these on unless it's required by your state to have a front plate, but on the Rebel, we already have the holes from the factory, so it's not like we have to drill or anything like that. This thing looks pretty simple to install. See on the back side here, we have these little barbs. Basically what you want to do is you just push this into the bumper. Then we've got these bolts right here that are going to go in from the front. And once they do, I imagine they're going to spread these out a little bit more just so this thing doesn't fall off. And then we got these little 2 screws right here to hold on our license plate. And we should be able to put this on without any issues whatsoever. So you guys are gonna either love me or hate me for this one. We have our license plate bracket installed. I do have the Dukes of Hazzard license plate on right now. Or we can switch it up. We can put the Hammer Down Motorsports one on as well, which actually would look kind of nice because it's black and has all the colors incorporated. Or we can just delete it all together. Definitely drop in your comments. What should we do? So now let's test out our new light bar. I just got everything temporarily hooked up to the battery. They do give you a really nice harness. Everything is nicely protected with this loom. You've got 2 relays right there. You got your battery connections. Then it goes down to this switch, which we're not going to be using because we're going to hook it into our Switch Pros. All the connectors have heat shrink and look to be really good quality, so definitely good job by Rough Country on this light bar system. But we do have 2 positions on this because I said before we do have the daytime running light. So let's turn on our daytime running light, see what that looks like. All right, look at that. So just subtly behind the grill, we've got that inside LED strip lit up, and you can see it just kind of gives you that little bit of glow in the grill. And then when we go to the full light bar effect, there it is. We've got light. And it'll be really nice to see outside how bright this thing is, but as you can see on the toolbox, this thing's definitely got some power to it. So that's where we're gonna leave off today on the Ram Rebel project. I hope you guys enjoyed what we did so far. We have our horns in, we have our LED light bar in, and now we just got to do a whole bunch of wiring with our Switch Pro system and maybe make some brackets to mount the relays and things like that. So definitely a little bit of work ahead of us to make this all complete and really nicely done. So basically when you look at the outside of the truck, you don't even know it's there until you go in and you see the nice flush mounted panel, and then we have everything functioning the way that we want it to. So I'm very excited to have this all complete, and we'll be getting into that very, very soon. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and as always, keep that hammer down.
Perfect.